So, welcome back to another episode. The weather is starting to get quite warm now, so it's gonna increase the activity of lice and all that sort of stuff. So we really need to start getting on top of it. I generally have like a routine of spraying for mites and all that kind of stuff, but obviously now we've got things like Turbosol for canker, etc., etc. We can actually start getting a bit better routine in treating and keeping on top of the birds. So realistically, with this warmer weather, the lice get quite a lot more active, and the breeding and they go nuts if you don't keep on top of them. So realistically for us, the only problem that we seem to have is, well, in my loft, is with the feather mite, which is the long brownie type one. We'll see if we can find some out there. Soon as this weather warms up, they just get really active, they start breeding and they start chomping away at the feathers. A few of them aren't too bad, but if you've got heaps and heaps and heaps on your birds, and yeah, they can do some damage to the feathers and definitely slow them down a little bit. This is the stuff that I have. It's just a spray. It's got a little spray lid like that. You just give it a spray where you want it. It's basically for any type of birds. Basically all the mites are pretty much the same when it comes to birds. There's a few differences, but when it comes to like the feather mites and stuff, this stuff will knock them out pretty well. But it's just keeping on top of them, because you can continually spray them if you're letting them out for a fly, or you're tossing them or putting them in the basket with other birds. They're always going to be around other birds with lice, and it's just going to keep coming back and forth. So it's best just to keep on top of it. This stuff I just got from the pet shop. It's generally for any birds, and it works alright. It's quite easy to use. You can basically just give it a spray in the areas you want, and then just give a little bit of a rub in, and you just continue that on over a certain period. I don't really know what it says on here when it comes to frequencies. Yeah, not too bad. So we'll head out there and start giving the flying birds a spray. I'm not going to spray the breeding birds yet, just because I don't want this getting on the young birds and might irritate them, etc. I'll wait until those young birds start moving into the loft, and as they move in, I'll start spraying them as well. So let's go out now and we'll give them all a little spray. Oh, they're so noisy. All right, move that out of the way. There's two. All right, who's going to be first? Let's set up a little spot here. Get that lid off. Here's the big boy. So he's actually not too bad. I keep on top of these birds pretty well. It's just the younger ones that'll come in that still might have it. Because he's white, it's generally quite easy to see if there is someone there. They hide in all sorts of places. But yeah, it's not too bad, because you will see them. They will hide in many different spots, but the easiest spot to see them if you see them on the wing, especially with a white pigeon. They do stand out. I actually can't see any on him, but we're going to give him a spray anyway. They're generally quite active on the wings, under the wings. Just give that a spray under there. Come on. to do it just behind the neck too, because there's generally quite a few. And you generally just keep on top of it, because these mice will move, the lice will move around and they'll get in contact with the spray, especially if they're eating the feathers, and they will die pretty quick. So that's good. But let's get you a better, closer look. We haven't had a good look at him in a while. A bit camera shy, but you can see that he's quite a solid bird, which is beautiful. And he's got those nice wings that I do like. For a white, you're pretty good. Let's have a look at Mo. I thought you were friendly. Okay, there we go. I don't know if you can see that little one just here. That's one of the feather mites. There's one and none on that one, so we'll just give her a quick little spray. You can see she's coming up quite nicely. She's going to be not a huge bird, but she's going to be very solid. You can see she's got a nice size little wedge shape to her. So she should be pretty good. I think she'll take after her mother when it comes to size wise, if it is a hen. One there, another one here. Super quick. Geez, you're looking good. Turn around and face the camera. Come here. Here's that big boy. This guy's going to be bigger than Jon Snow. Look at him already. Beautiful. Grizzles are starting to grow on me. Oh, there we go. We've got one there. And none on that wing. And can't really see too much on there as well. So that's good. We're definitely keeping on top of them. Look at that. He's a big wedge. He's actually got a beautiful eye on him, but it's just so hard to see it. We'll wait till he gets a bit older and we'll have a better look at him once he gets through this final molt. And super quick, super simple. Is so wild. She's definitely I can tell she's not one of my birds, because my birds are never this wild. She's hard to hold. She's not used to being handled. But let's get you sprayed. Oh, she's just wild. She doesn't make my job any easier. Right, go. Yeah. Oh. Hey? You don't like that? You're not too sure about that, are you? You're not too used to getting sprayed all the time, but you're going to have to get used to it, aren't you? So, it's alright. Alright, so they're all done. I'll probably try and do this again in 2 weeks, just while this temperature and humidity is starting to creep up quite quickly, because these little lice are just going to be like, this is our breeding season, let's get crazy. So that was it. It was pretty simple. I know on here it says you should be spraying 30 centimeters to 40 centimeters away, but I don't think that's overly effective. I like to really get it in the wings and in around the feathers, just because here it does say it gives it up to 6 weeks protection, but I don't know how well that goes when, you know, you're giving your pigeons a bath every week. I don't know how well this stuff is with washing off, but that's why I sort of like to keep on top of it, and try and spray them every 2 weeks, and especially in this hotter weather, just a light spray. It's just straightforward. Just keep on top of them. There's not too much else on here, just that it says don't spray in confined spaces. I don't know about the loft, that shouldn't be a confined space. And it does say here that you can spray the aviary with it. Perches, nest boxes, thoroughly allow all nest boxes to dry before using one spray. Should be given up to 6 weeks protection as well. So yeah, that's pretty handy, especially if you can spray it on the nest boxes. I think that's quite handy when you've got the smaller mites, like the white mites and stuff, that actually will get off the pigeons and live in around the loft. There might be a few other lice as well. We might have to look into it. We generally don't have any problem. But this does say it will control avian mites, lice, biting insects, houseflies, mosquitoes, cockroaches, spiders found in the bird's environment. So that's pretty good. It's very handy, because mosquitoes are starting to get around too, and that apparently we had a bit of an issue maybe last year with I don't think we had pigeon pox, it was more salmonella, but we do have medicine coming for that one as well, so we're pretty sweet. We're definitely on the front foot this season, especially it's going to be quite a warm one, so that's good. I've still got a fair bit left in this one, but I also might try and get the dust form. The dust form is actually quite effective, and I think there is one you can get that you can put in their bath water as well, so that's another avenue that I might look at. I think the dust form or spray form was probably better for my applications, but yeah, definitely a must-have for your medicine and health and prevention and all that kind of stuff. I think probably tomorrow or over the next few days we're going to start dosing the turbosol in our breeders and also in the flying loft, just so we can get on the front foot of the spike in temperature here. The birds are stressing a little bit, and hopefully we want to try and get all the breeding done as soon as possible, because we're going to have quite a hot summer this summer, and that only means trouble when it comes to canker and all those type of things, because they run rampant. Anyway, I'm going to catch you guys later. If you want me to sort of go through any more of these products in any videos, just drop some comments down below and we'll go through them, because I'm learning, you're learning. It's good. Catch you later.